Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my dear followers, wherever you are watching me from. Please, before we continue, kindly like, comment, and share my videos. Thank you. In continuation of our discussion on linear inequalities, so I want to add more examples. So the solution, this is an example now, another example, example 3. So the solution sets of the inequality, that's x into x minus 1 less than x plus 1 all squared, is given by, so these are the options: A, x such that s is less than minus 3, B, x such that s is greater than minus 3, C, x such that x is greater than minus 1 over 3, then D, x such that s is less than minus 1 over 3. So let's solve. So solution now. The question is, that's x into x minus 1, that's less than into x plus 1 all squared, all to power 2. So it is linear inequality problem. Remember, there is an inequality sign which is less than. Okay, so the first thing, x minus 1, that is considering the order of BODMAS, and that requires to solve for bracket first in this case now. So x minus 1 are unlike terms. They cannot be subtracted. Are you getting it? So similarly, x plus 1 here are also unlike terms. So we cannot add. So we are going to multiply out these brackets using x. So that's x times x is x squared. Then x times minus 1 is minus x. Are you getting it now? So less than. So here, because of this power 2, we can expand using binomial theorem. Remember, it is an objective question, so we need to devise method that is less time consuming so that we can be able to meet up with the given time. So I'm going to expand this using binomial theorem. So let's see, x squared, so the sign here is plus, then it is brought back here. Then x times 1 is x. Then x times 2, that is 2x. So this sign is constant as plus. So it is this first that depends on whatever you have here. So in our, in one of our videos, so I'm going to give a video or release a video on binomial theorem so that we can be able to understand the procedure better. So x squared, then plus x times 1 is x, then x times 2 is this 2x, plus, I told you this one is constant as plus. It is this that depends on what you have here. 1 to power 2 is 1. So this is the result of this expansion. Okay, so nothing to be added, they are unlike terms. So remember, when we started, I told you that in linear inequalities, you should always bring the unknown to the left-hand side. So it is important to bring it to the left-hand side so that there will be no any mistake as you continue. So x squared now, I want to bring the unknowns to this side. So plus x squared to this side, that's minus x squared. So they have the same power. Then minus this minus x plus 2x to this side, that's minus 2x, minus 2x. Then less than the less than that is there. So 1, less than 1. So x squared minus x squared is 0. So that is 0. It will cancel out. X squared minus x squared is 0. So minus x minus 2x that's minus 3x minus x minus 2x minus 3x less than 1. So to make x subjects, we need to divide both sides by the coefficients of x. So in minus 3x, the coefficient of x is minus 3. So divide both sides by minus 3. And that's the coefficient of x. So minus 3, we cancel minus 3 here. X now. Remember, I said when the coefficient is negative, the coefficient of x is negative, that's minus 3. It will affect the inequality. It will demand the reversal of the given inequality. So the given inequality here is less than. So when reversed, so it becomes greater than. Remember, the condition necessitating the reversal, it is because of the negative coefficient. So if it was positive, I would not have reversed. But because it is negative, so that is the reason for the reversal. Are we clear now? Good. So x is less than, less than, okay, we reverse to have greater than minus 1 over 3. X is greater than minus 1. So let's see the option to know which is correct among them. So that's option C. Yes, x such that x is greater than minus 3. X such that x is greater than minus 3. So option C is the correct option. Do you understand that? Good. So let's see another example to buttress the explanation. Solve the inequality minus 3 into x minus 2 less than minus 2 into x plus 3. So here are the options. So let's solve. Solution. We have minus 3 into x minus 2 to be less than minus 2. Minus 2 into, that's x plus 3. X plus 3. Okay, so we have to multiply out. X minus 2 are unlike terms. They cannot be subtracted. Similarly, x plus 3, they are unlike terms. They cannot be added. So let's multiply out the brackets there. Minus 3 times x is minus 3x. Minus 3 times minus 2 is plus 6. Plus 6. Then less than minus 2 times x is minus 2x. Then minus 2 times plus 3 is minus 6. So they are alike, we cannot add. They are alike, we cannot subtract. So we need to collect the like terms together. So collect like terms together. So don't forget the hint I gave, which is to always bring the unknown to the LHS. That is left hand side. Left hand side. So minus 3x. So minus 2x to this side. It is crossing this inequality. So it will become plus 2x. Okay? Less than. We have there minus 6. Plus 6 to this side. That's minus 6. Minus 3x plus 2x. That's minus x. Minus 3x plus 2x is minus x. Then less than minus 6 minus 6. That's minus 12. Negative 12. So to make x subject, we divide by both sides by the coefficient of x. So in minus x, the coefficient of x is minus 1. Minus 1. So minus, we cancel minus. So x is now, because of the negative coefficient, remember the coefficient of x is minus 1. So because of the negative coefficient, we are going to reverse this sign. So instead of less than, to become greater than. Now it is greater than 12. X is greater than 12. So that's our answer. X is greater than 12. And that is option A. Yes, option A is the correct answer. Do we understand this? So thank you. See you in our next class.